everyone, Laura with We Met Wirework and More, and today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute little wire people, and we've attached them to this keychain. Super easy to make and make really cute little gifts. And before we move on, I'd like to say thanks for popping in. And while I have you, if you haven't already, if you can hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get the notifications and can swing back, see what I'm up to, and maybe learn to make something new with wire. The tools and materials we are using for this project is our jig. We have a 16 gauge galvanized wire. We have a variety of pegs and nails here. This is a bag of beads, and these are a 0.6, but use whatever beads will fit around whichever gauge of wire you are using. We have our heavy-duty snips, our chain nose pliers, and a key ring. So what I've done is I have taken this white piece of paper and I put it over top of my jig, and this is just so that the peg order is easier to see. So we have what is going to be the hanger. This is going to be the head. We have the center of the chest, and these are the armpits. We got the ends of the arms and then the ends of the feet. And this is a general shape. These look a little bit skewed. They look a little bit off, and that's okay because we're going to have to straighten this out anyway. So we're going to take our length of 16 gauge wire, and we're going to start by making a coil, which we do quite simply by making this loop at the end of our wire, and then we just grab our wire and we start to twist it around that center. And these pliers have teeth on them, so they do scar the wire. For something like this, I don't sweat it too much because it is going on a key ring, of course, and those tend to get tossed around and used rather roughly anyway. So we got a nice coil here, and once again this is going to be our head, and we pop it on our second peg here. And then we just bend this around there, and we can press it flat. And we pop it off again, grasping hold of it. We bend this wire behind our coil. So this is what we've got, just like that. And then we pop it back on our jig. Sometimes you have to readjust things from the top, and then we just start to wind our wire around those pegs. So this is our first arm. This would be the armpit, and then we come up, and I don't know if you notice I'm kind of tugging at the wire to make sure that it forms it has a nice shape around these pegs or these nails, and I do that all the way along, making sure that it's a really nice smooth curve. We come around the other foot, around our peg, which is our armpit, so on either side, and then bringing it around what would be the hand. Pulling it nice and tight. And it's that easy when you're using the jigs. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, then we can put our jig off to the side. So here we go, we have our guy. We have our little human shape. So now we're going to just adjust, play with him, adjust him a little bit. We're squeezing that a little bit closer in there. Same thing with our hands, we just defining that shape a little bit. Play around with them until you're happy with the shape of everything. And then we're flipping them over. And we've got our long length of wire here, right, that was left over. And then we just take this, and this can take a little bit of a little finagling. And we just want to go in, find more or less the center point, right, or where our wire bends, which is where we brought the wire behind in the first place to start bending the body. And you want to grab that and give it a nice sharp turn down. Right, so we've come around back behind the head and we want to do a nice sharp turn down. Okay, now we do want this to be on the far side. That's what's going to hold it in place. So I'll do that again so that you can see. So I bent it like this, right, with the pliers, and then I just force it back around so that it sits on top of this wire. All right, so now we have to snip this long wire, and like I said, we used about 16 inches so that we had plenty left over. And we're going to cut that, oh, I don't know, a couple centimeters long, I suppose it is. All right, and then playing around with our guy here. Stretching them out, making them stand nice and tall. We're going to take one of our beads. This happens to be a red one. And we take that bead and we pop it on that wire. And remember, there's no set size for the bead as long as it fits over top of your wire. Okay, so now, and you can forego the beads. You don't actually have to use the beads either if you didn't want to, or don't have them, whatever the case may be. And then what we do is we just, holding that bead in place, we flip them upside down, and then we want to pull this wire. We want to bend it up. Okay, so just like that. The idea is to see the bead when everything is all said and done. Muck around with this just a minute here so that it kind of stays in place. Okay, bead is in the center. So now we're going to cut this off at a point where we can take this end and kind of curl it in so that it locks that bead in place. So just like that. Okay, playing around with our guy here. And I use the beads to determine gender, but you don't have to. You can go with whatever you like it to represent. Favorite colors. And there is our little person. Now I have grabbed a scrap of our 16 gauge wire, and I just want to make a couple of jump rings. And this is so that our people will have a little bit of movement, so they'll slide around a little bit on our key ring. So I just simply made a circle in the wire. Whoops! Give it a snip. I really try not to do that. Retrieve it. And then same thing, we're going to make another one, just kind of loosely curl it around. Doesn't have to be perfect. And all its purpose it's serving is to something to hang on to on the top of our guys. Okay, so there's that. Didn't have it go flying this time, so that's perfect. And now we just separate them, pull them apart like this, and then just pop our guy on there. Tightening them up. Same thing with this one. We're just opening it up a little bit. Right, awesome. There are our little humans. Then I am reintroducing our little key ring here. And put our guys on. We quite simply slide them on by our little rings, our little jump rings. And then number 3. And there we are. We have our adorable, personalized little key ring. So for now, this is Laura with We Met Wire Work and More. And once again, I thank you for swinging by and checking out what I have going on. And remember, please subscribe and hit that bell, as you'll get the notifications when we come up with these really sweet projects if you do. In the meantime, have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much.